Yo, what's up everybody? YuGiOh Stories here. I wanted to bring you guys this duel. Here it's me versus Amp, and I thought it was a pretty good game. It was really good. So I thought I'd share it with you guys. We're gonna see his opening hand is a Droplet, Terraforming, Talons, Ash, and Cyclone. So of course you get the one card combo. But the rest of his hand is nothing crazy, not that many extenders, just some kind of like interruptions with droplets and cyclone ash, and this kind of an extender in a way. And then my hand's pretty good. I got King Long, GG, Neon, and Lulu. So I essentially got two extenders, and King Long kind of acts as an extender. So let's go ahead and get started. So of course, his only play is the Prank Kids play. He says he's outplaced and goes for Lampsies. Obviously I have the Ash, so I make the card call to Ash him. He talents, and I was really scared that he was gonna see my hand, cause I think if he took the Lulu, or if he just knew my hand, if he did if you do the hand effect, that means your hand is still pretty good. So fortunately he didn't do that. Go ahead and drew two, and he didn't draw into anything playable. Just drew into fancies. I think he was trying to get the fusion spell. So we go over to my turn, and I draw Chuchi. It's kind of dead, but it is what it is. We go Nyan Nyan, and then we go GG. Of course, send the spell. Use the spell to add Roshi. And here I kind of make a misplay. I discard the Chuchi thinking I'm just going to get it back with Lulu. But see here I try to do Lulu and he just cyclones it. I think I was going to send a monster and not the trap back or something along those lines. Or just try to get another extender with Lulu, but he had the cyclone, so it was good on him. Then I go for Lao Lao. And I don't have anything in their graveyard, so I don't get a lot of value of this Lao Lao, but I make a Shen Shen. Shen Shen's pretty good against Prank Kids because they can't link off and go to the graveyard. It won't work. They can still fusion summon, so there is ways to play around it. But I'm pretty comfortable with Shen Shen. And I get rid of the Meow Meow. But as you guys know, he does have the droplets for his turn. So I go GG, get back my Lalo. In his turn, he has a one card combo. I don't really have disruptions, and he does have droplets. He main deck in Duo, so pretty good. Probably for the Dry Ton. So he stops my Shen Shen, and here he goes full combo. And I'm thinking about scooping, but I thought, maybe I can play through this. So he's going through his combo doodle, and then he sends the pranks off of fancies, which I don't think he even adds off, but no, I don't think he does add it off. Doodle, I think he just goes for the butler play. Yep, adds wind and water. Makes butler. And so now Shen Shen loses 500 because of the Meow Meow, and then he gains 500. So he just beats over my Shen Shen eventually. And something that's pretty cool about a virtual world, if you have any virtual world name left at the beginning of your turn, you're in a pretty good spot because this GG is essentially an extender just for being on the field. So I draw into driver, which sucks, but the beauty of virtual world is no matter what you draw, if you have a King Long in the graveyard, you pick what you draw essentially. So here I gotta force out this butler twice, and then he has hand traps, but I'm not really thinking about the hand traps, just the butler. So I just go Lao Lao because I know it's gonna force it out. Of course, he does the meow. Then I go King Long, and I search the Nya. And this card's so broken, even though it's not an extender like everybody else. It's an extender in its own way from the graveyard. I really did not think I was gonna be able to break through this board. So I go normal. Of course, discard the driver for King Long. Normal Nya, special this. If he butlered me here, it would have been over. I would have had no play. I even asked him if like anything, no. Kind of me asking him. I'm sure he thought I wanted to bait him out, but I was just asking. This was the most crucial point. From here, I go into Juju, and I have two psychics, wind psychics. So this can't be destroyed by card effects, which is really fortunate for me. So now I can trigger off my Lulu safely. This butler won't matter. And if you count right now, I'm at 4 summons. So I send the city and add the trap. And then here I go ahead and it took me a while, but I thought about just lowering this. And I've been testing this little bird out. What's this dude, Fortune Tune? So I go ahead, I attack the fancies just so I can make Sues. This guy's pretty good too because if he tried to butler me, I can just detach and oh, let's see here. If this card will be destroyed, you can dash material from this card instead. So it's pretty good. Help me play through it. Go ahead and make the Sues. Then I use the Sues effect. And then Butler used to summon out the Doodoo, and then he changed Nibiru. So by the time it resolves, he has the Dodo in field. And then I go ahead and use my Shen here because this is like the best card of the deck. Like I'm so serious, Shen. Well, Lulu probably is, but Shen is just so nice. And like I said, it's so good against this matchup. I have Shen, my Chuche. As draw phase, I just pop this Dodo because this is the prank it and like the fusion spell. So I couldn't let him have that right away. Pop it. He drops into droplets, so that was good for me. Then he just has Nibiru. I just decided to swoop. I would too against Virtual World. No, let's go here. He's going first, and you look at my hand. It's not bad, but I have driver. I have no hand traps, so it's very unfortunate for me. We're just gonna see him go through the one card combo. And here, he doesn't play through Nib, but it's so weird. A lot of prank kits are naturally playing through Nib. So, like, it's really weird. It becomes like, is Nib good against this deck? Because a lot of kids will play through it. A lot of them will, like, think, oh yeah, people aren't even citing Nib, so I can just play and not worry about Nib. I think Nib would have punished him when he had Dodo and Bark Bark. That's probably the best time to Nib them. But, I'm not even playing Nib right now. He goes ahead and set 3. And I'm thinking, like, this is terrible. I definitely like playing through 3 of them, and then I can't even destroy them at card effects because of Wild Bark. So I opened up this, which actually gets me to Pinkatops, but because of this effect, Pinkatops doesn't even matter. So I'm just like in a very hard situation. I'm like, okay, well I can play with Desires, that draws some Q, but then it gets ashed. So I look at my hand and I know I can't do it. Well, we go back to my turn. Well, my turn. Game 3, I should say. Of course, I picked to go first, playing Virtual World. Here, this not that good. Um, Chuche and King Long are kind of dead. Lao Lao, it's your worst starter, the best extender. And I opened up City, so I was very fortunate. Go ahead and go City for Chuchi. Then I go Lao Lao. Of course, in the spell and just summon it out. Spell, search out Lulu. And I discard the trap. And I just go Lulu and he gammas it. But it's okay, because like I said, sometimes Shen is enough, so I just make the Shen. Here I got Shen in the trap, and I'm thinking this is probably not going to be enough, but it's the best I can do. He chooses not to go do anything, which is probably right. Do I have Shen and Chuche? Here I draw Lily, and it was actually really good to draw Lily. I still, thanks to the trap, I'm able to make BFD here and play through Nib. So I go ahead and send the spell. Actually, I'm tripping. It wasn't even this turn. So I actually targeted the traps and the spell just to get going, but he cycloned me. What I should have done, I should have targeted Shen, and it was really poor of me to do this. This happened to me a lot, and now I try to play around it. Just being careful. Like sometimes they'll take out the monsters. I'm used to playing around like them disrupting my monsters, but it's rare that my spells and trap or my gates, I should call them, get disrupted. So that was very poor of me to do that. I got really punished. If he had anything like, what was that called? Drop in, he would have just out of my board and probably have won Fortunately for me, I draw into Chuchi, so I have disruption again. Then I go Lily, and here's what I talk about. I'm trying to make the VFD to play through the nib. So I go ahead, I'll banish. I use Neon Effect. Go ahead and get the Chuchi back in the deck. And this was a really, really weird play, but you'll see why I do this. And I banish the Chuchi to make it 9. Go ahead and call Lights. Then King Long to search out the Lulu. Discard the Chuchi. And then I just choose to summon out Lulu because why not? If you think about how my hand was, I had a trap in hand. I was gonna go King Long and just discard it for whatever. But thanks to Neon's effect, I was able to shuffle back the Chuche because if you noticed, I had all the Chuches here. So now I ended up with the trap and a little extra Lulu on the board. So I got knowing that prank is usually a pretty weak defense, so I attack with VFD first, then Lulu, set my trap. He draws into Ash Blossom, and on standby phase, I go ahead and go VFD, and as you can see, he had the driver here, so he can't really do much, but it was a really good game. Just wanted to showcase it to you guys. Thank y'all for watching. If you guys like this type of content, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and thank y'all for watching. Peace.